Hey, we're live. So we don't do. Christian was literally just asking this as we were going live, but we don't do live chat anymore because of hecklers. So that means people just intentionally trying to mess you up while you're live.
Like what you did with Chris?
No. So like saying really inappropriate things, really mean. Like you have no idea they are. They're on an anonymous account, and they're just trying to either rip you or get you like distracted and off topic, so you mess up. So we don't do it anymore. If you want a live chat, you feel free to text me or anything like that. Text me or Christian, and we'll. If you got questions or anything while we're live, then we will for sure answer them to the best of our abilities. We by no means have all the answers, but we'll do our best. I mean, Christian has all the answers, but I don't. Right?
I know everything.
You know everything. All right. So I'm Pastor Seth here at River Student Ministries in Sacramento. This is my buddy Christian, a.k.a. K Cheesy. He loves that name. By the way, I'm going to center you up a little bit better. So, Christian, tell me a little about yourself. What's your favorite animal?
I like hyenas because not hyenas.
Because they're creepy. Just
no. What's the animal from the dog from they use them to race. So.
Oh, greyhounds?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Because their eyes are like so pretty.
Dude, they're like, and the colors of their coats are always
like
clean unique.
White, like it looks like snow and stuff. Yeah, sometimes.
No, you're thinking of huskies.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, huskies, like the winter, like the snow dogs.
That's what I meant.
Okay, I thought you said the race dogs.
Yeah, so they race in the snow.
Pulling sleds. Race dogs are greyhounds.
Ew,
like those nasty looking skinny dogs.
Oh. I've looked yeah.
I'll pull one up so you can see it. Greyhound dog.
The little skinny ones that look like what? From The Simpsons, like
yes.
Chris chances yeah.
Yeah, so like they're like we had neighbors had one of those, and I just always thought it was the creepiest looking dog on the planet. But I mean, it was a really nice dog. If I could choose a breed of dog, which I can, I would choose not to get a greyhound.
I'm thinking of huskies. We almost
huskies are beautiful.
We almost bought a husky.
Yeah, they can. If you don't raise it, they can be really aggressive though, just because they have so much energy.
I just like their coats.
Yep. You like to clean up dog hair, apparently. All right. So you like huskies? Okay. It's like dogs. I like tigers. I definitely would have a pet tiger if it wouldn't eat me alive. So after that,
tigers.
Well, I guess was it tigers or was it lions?
From what?
That attacked the guy in China when he jumped the fence. I think that was lions.
They were lions.
They were lions. Okay, so I can still own tigers. I can have a tiger in my backyard. He'd probably hate my backyard. If you were a Looney Tune character, what would you be? Or which one would you be?
Martian Manhunter.
Really? Okay.
I just like the way he talks.
I would definitely be Taz because I wouldn't ever have to worry about cleaning up after myself. I could totally annihilate everything, and everybody still loves me. Who hates Taz? Nobody.
It's just like Animal on the Muppets. He just goes crazy, but everybody still loves him.
Yeah, basically. All right, last one. If you could only watch one TV show for the rest of your life, what would it be? So this would count if it's still on and they're still making new episodes. You can watch the new episodes. But if it's finished, it's finished. That's all you get is that series to watch over and over and over again.
Not just one series or like the whole...
So that TV show. So that TV show series. So like The Simpsons is like one TV show series, or like.
I'd probably just watch Family Guy for this.
Watch Family Guy, so you would be sarcastic and.
It'd either be Family Guy or like regular show. But regular show it ended, so
Yeah.
just watch Family Guy.
Because I was thinking The Simpsons. I would probably pick The Simpsons over Family Guy.
No.
But I can literally watch both How I Met Your Mother and The Office on repeat and be totally fine. Like, both those shows I can watch over and over and over and over and over and over again and be totally fine. And Last Man Standing. And they're making new episodes for that. So I take it back. I'm choosing Last Man Standing. Although they are replacing two of the characters, which I'm a little upset about.
I would watch, like, because I don't know why, but my uncle kind of got me into, like, South Park for some reason. But I don't watch it often.
Yeah.
So I just watch I've already seen, like, all the Family Guy episodes. I just rewatched it.
A lot of people hate South Park just because of how vulgar it is. But I think, in all honesty, like, they do bring up some really interesting cultural questions. And that's, like, really what they're trying to do, is to get you talking about things that are happening. Just like Family Guy and The Simpsons and stuff like that. It's not just vulgar humor. Like, there's a underlying tone of talking about current events and current topics in culture that they're trying to say, this needs to be talked about.
Yeah, like when on Family Guy when Brian like made a racist comment, like about going to watch a ride along or something.
I don't think I ever saw it. I haven't watched the new Family Guys in a long time.
It's not that good. Yeah, but that's
so. I'll preface it. I haven't watched a new episode of Family Guy in like at least 4 years.
Oh yeah.
Just because we don't watch TV anymore. We don't watch live TV.
Oh, it's not live. It's on Hulu. And,
I know, but I just don't go back and rewatch it.
I don't know why they disbanded it from Netflix.
Because so Netflix is interesting. So Netflix is on a kick where they want to have exclusive content only. So that's why they got rid of things like Family Guy, and I mean the episodes. I think they had The Simpsons on there for a little bit.
Yeah, and what is it? What's the show? Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah,
I had to finish all of the seasons before the last day.
Well, Malcolm in the Middle. Oh gosh, I can't. I don't think that one's on Hulu.
It's not
yet. It probably will be though. Just because they're all going for exclusives. So they want content that's only on their streaming service.
Mm.
So their goal isn't to compete with each other in a sense where you're going to be here because we have everything, but they're saying you're going to pay for our service too because we have what nobody else has.
Yeah.
So really they want you buying everything that they have.
That's why they're not like those. Because I wanted to watch School of Rock, and I looked it up on Netflix, and they don't have it, but they have other Jack Black movies. Like he just made a new one, and it's about, I forgot who it was, but it's about a guy that like fraud or something.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a new one that he just made, and they have Tropic Thunder. I'm really happy about that. I watched it like a couple days ago.
Mm.
It's fun.
I haven't seen Tropic Thunder.
You've never seen Tropic Thunder?
Not, never seen. And just like I haven't seen Nacho Libre.
Boy, guys' night. We're gonna watch Nacho Libre.
No, guys' night. We're watching Warrior again. So
Warrior?
Have you never seen Warrior?
No.
Okay.
All right, watching two movies.
If you don't cry watching Warrior, you're not a man.
Never. I've only cried at Coco. That was it.
Okay, then you'll cry. So because I mean, so it's about the struggle of brotherhood essentially. So two brothers split. Their parents split. One brother goes with mom. One brother stays with dad.
Like Parent Trap?
No, not at all like Parent Trap. Not at all like Parent Trap. So it's under super horrible circumstances. One brother still loves the other brother, but the other brother learns to hate the other brother. And so it's like the struggle for like redemption and the father trying to butt into their relationship. And like, so it's you get when I say that it's an MMA movie, you automatically get these like super cheesy MMA movies in your head. It's not like that at all. It's done so well. So well. And the end of the movie, it leaves you wanting more, but they literally end it perfectly. They end it perfect.
I don't know why, but I'm thinking about Ben-Hur for some reason.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the new one.
In the new,
there was an old one that I saw a long time ago, but like back at a church.
The newer one they show. Was Christ the only one that got crucified that day?
No.
Because on the movie, it showed another guy.
So he was crucified with two other guys.
Yeah, I saw two guys, and they're like, before they died, they were talking.
Yeah. Yep.
I never heard it is finished, or what does he say? Doesn't he say it's finished? I never heard that.
Yeah, so between the Gospels, he says, sometime before he dies, he says, "It is finished," and he says, I think if you're going in order, he says, my God, why have you forsaken me?" And then he says, "It is finished."
I heard, my God, why are you forsaken me?" when they're on the cross.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I didn't cry, but I enjoyed it. His brother got...
Because Ben-Hur's about him after...
No, it wasn't, like, I was close to the end of the movie where Jesus got crossed.
Okay, so it's during. Interesting.
Yeah. Because he gave him water, and then the guys, like, pushed him back.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to give Jesus water, and then the guy pushed him back.
Yeah.
Try to fight him or something.
I gotcha.
But his brother became like a god. It was weird. It's really weird, but I like the movie. Like the riding horses and stuff in the beginning, and then his brother like gets hit, or like him or his brother gets hit really hard and falls off the horse. And I think they like lose a leg.
Okay.
And it was just really crazy. And then at the end of the movie, they fight because the brothers learn like they hate each other. And at the end of the movie, they like have like they have a race. Yeah.
It's
and then the brother,
race, right?
Yeah, and then the brother falls off and he like gets like pummeled and everything. Yeah. And then at the end, like the brother comes up and the other brother has a knife. Yeah. And I guess the other brother was going to kill, but he gave him a hug. Yeah. Everything was solved. He was giving a hug.
I'm not gonna give away the end of Warrior, but it's a better ending than that.
I think about 300 for some reason.
Wait,
what's the movie where the guy like paints his face and painted? Oh, Braveheart.
Yeah, with Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
All right. So we can talk about movies all day, but we gotta get talking about our stuff.
Right.
So really nice segue into talking about Sunday, right? Talking about Sunday we 2 of our sex series, and we have yet to talk a lot about sex.
0 about sex.
Well, we did a little bit because we talked about identity. We talked about identity on Sunday, so sexual identity and things like that came up, but we talked about it in grand scale of things. So yeah. I mean, literally, we're easing into, because we like the idea is you need to have an understanding of one, that you're created in the image of God, and 2, that that if you believe that, then your identity should first be in God, because He gives you your identity. You have no real identity without Him, but instead, what we have is culture, society, and everybody trying to say, you are this, this is who you really are. Look inside to find who you are. So we basically kind of just dismantled that a little bit one by one on Sunday. But that doesn't mean we dismantled the idea of trying to find who you are from inside of yourself, and why that doesn't actually work. Because what society will tell you is you're finding out who you are for you, but society actually sets a standard for what your identity should be. And so they're trying to say, look inside of you. but then they're telling you, but this is what you're allowed to be and this is what you're not allowed to be. So it's a real super interesting dynamic. This sermon's going to be posted later on today if you want to go back and watch that. Haven't got a chance to post that. Also,
Andrew recorded the sermon.
Yep. So sermon's going to be up later today. And Trisha has a really good article that I'm going to be posting today too. That was supposed to go up yesterday, but I got distracted with 4th of July stuff. That was my bad. I'm sorry, love. But she has a really good commentary on it too. So what were some of your thoughts, especially after Sunday night, thinking about who's trying to influence your identity, who gets to tell you what your identity is, and stuff like that.
Influence my identity?
Yeah. Who's trying to tell you who you are? Who do you let? How do I want to phrase this now? Because it's tough to say, right? So what identities do you struggle with that all too often conflict or fight for your attention with God's identity for you?
Like at camps, like those bricks I was talking about, or something.
It can definitely be that. So it can definitely be struggles like that. So the bricks that he's talking about at camp are basically weights that you carry that you weren't meant to. So that it can definitely be that. But all right, I'll start. I'll set the tone, right? So identities that I have dealt with in the past that have definitely vied for my attention with not even my attention, but my focus in life are things like being a good athlete, right? So I'm super competitive. I don't know if that's just because of how it was raised, which my parents weren't that competitive, so it'd be really funny if that was why I was. At least they didn't seem very competitive to me.
I was super competitive. That's how I broke my wrist.
Yeah. So I've always struggled with that identity of wanting to be seen as a good athlete, right? So that was my focus throughout school. And when I was really chubby in junior high school, and kids making fun of me when it was stinking hot outside and we were allowed to take our shirts off. And I would take it off and they'd be like, "Oh, no one wants to see that. Put a shirt back on," and
they wouldn't let us take our shirts.
Because they didn't want the girls taking their shirts off. Guys weren't allowed to take their shirts off.
Yeah, guys don't take guys just do it at my school.
Yeah.
To just do it.
Yeah.
But they do it when teachers aren't around, when they're in the field.
Yeah.
They take their shirts off and wrap them around their waist so they can just take them off and put it on if the teacher's coming. I've never done it personally. I've seen people do it, and I've once grabbed a kid's shirt and thrown it when the teacher was coming. Yeah, because it was one of my friends.
Oh, that's funny. So
I grabbed their shirt and
with his
threw
shirt
it, and then the teacher came and he got in trouble.
Hang on, I'm sending a text real quick. Okay, so yes, that was definitely one, was me wanting to be a good athlete. And then some other ones are wanting to be seen as smart or academic. And one thing that I'm really good at is just absorbing knowledge, and a lot of it is just useless. And
I don't know why, but I absorb more knowledge about movies than actual school stuff.
Dude, you know what? So I'll have to show you what I do, because I think you'd be really good at what I do, and just absorbing and just being able to hold things here.
This morning I saw my mom watching Saw, and I'm she dies. Saw 4.
Yeah.
Saw 3.
Just being
she
able
dies,
to give it away.
Everybody just dies. And then, the twist is that, remember the first movie? The guy cuts off his leg? He's actually the mastermind behind everything. Like, he was before Amanda and before the other guy.
We're not going to talk about Saw on our...
All right, we'll talk about it later.
Oh, my gosh. So, anyways, so that's also something that or one of the identities that I wanted to be was being academic, being smart, being... the guy who knows everything. So I literally started to try to know everything and found out that I can't know everything. So I tried to know as much as I could about sometimes just completely useless things. And I just have all that knowledge just stuck up here. So now, now that I've realized that that's where, or what my focus was, that I was finding my identity in, was in what I knew. I was like, knowing things and being good at things is not bad. It's just, why are you doing it? You know? And that was part of what we talked about, was like, you can strive to be good at things, and God has a purpose for you, whether that is sports, whether that is school, whether that is music or art or I don't know, so many other things. Like he has a purpose for you, and there's like a like decisions that you'll make in life that will reflect what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. But your purpose behind it, if you're a Christian, is first of all going to be to bring God glory in what you're doing, no matter what you're doing, right? So in me gaining knowledge, I just totally changed the focus of what my knowledge is, what I'm trying to find my knowledge in. And so I try to stay up on cultural things that are happening on the news, but then like a lot of my time goes into philosophy and into Bible study, you know, because just expanding my mind on knowing God, which Trisha talks about in the article, so I won't give too much away there. And also on knowing myself and people and how we think and how we react to things. And that's why I like to do philosophy type stuff. So I listen to a ton of podcasts and YouTube videos on that. But so that's more what I was thinking of. What do you want to be seen as, and how, and then that oftentimes conflicts with your identity in Jesus.
My first one is because at school, like, I'm trying to be seen as, because I play the trumpet, and last school year, I got the most outstanding 7th grade brass. So I beat all of the 7th grade brass, and I wanted to be seen, or like to be seen as like a good brass player, because I'm gonna switch to the euphonium next year.
Yeah.
But I forgot, and I slipped up, and I forgot to turn in my paperwork, so I don't have my instrument. I haven't practiced since like the last day of school.
Yeah.
And I haven't been able to play anything, and I've been like, my embouchure's messed up, so when I play next time, it's going to be really hard to play.
Yeah.
But I already know all I need to know.
Yeah.
I like look back at my music journal and stuff, and like learn how to play new songs, but I don't have an instrument to play. And next year is going to be especially hard because we're going to restart everything, and then we're going to, like, the first week of school or the second week of school, we're going to get our instruments back.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to learn how to fix my mouth and fix everything to be able to play that same week. And then we also, like what you were saying, like when kids are like, we don't want to see that.
Yeah.
It's that, but it's always when I don't have my sweater on.
Do kids actually say that to you, or are you just afraid of them saying that?
Kids are like kind of brutal.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I know kids are brutal. You know, like, and sometimes they'll literally start saying things that aren't true, you know, and they'll pick on you for years for that. And you're like, but seriously. And then whenever you fight it and you're like, but that's not true. And they're like, oh, you're denying it. It's like, no, but seriously, that's not.
Yeah. Like when they talk about like your family or something.
Yeah.
And they're like, I remember
they talk about your family. They talk about you.
I used to hang out, because the people that do that, I used to be friends with them back in elementary school.
Uh-huh.
And they know a bunch of things about me, like, because people don't know I have a little sister and a little brother.
Mm-hmm.
So they make, like, jokes about it, like really crude jokes. Like, stuff like, they're going to do something to my sister.
Yeah.
My sister's only, like, 3.
Yeah.
And they're going to, like, do, like, horrible things to my family.
Yeah.
And then when I stick up to it, because I'm a bigger and stronger kid.
Yeah.
So when I stand up and get close to them, they're like, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Don't touch me.
Yeah.
And then I just my teacher just calls me, Christian, come over here and talk to me. So I have to tell them all about it, and then they just call me like a snitch, and then like they just get their friends to say more stuff about me.
Yeah.
And then they have more friends that are bigger than me. And I can't do anything. Like, I'm not going to do anything to them.
Yeah.
But I can't, like, then they're going to be, like, threatening me, and then I'm just going to have to deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's one of the really tough parts about school is you're like, I'm trying to like, be a Christian, but these people are, like, attacking my family. And so I'm trying to stand up for my family. And then when I get called out on that by teachers, then, like, what do I do? You know, like, And I'm not saying I know the right thing to do in those situations, because everything varies circumstance to circumstance, and it's tough to say. You know what? Next time you're in your situation, this is how you resolve that conflict. Like, no, like I can't. There's no way to do that. Like honestly, there are a lot of kids that you will not be able to find the right way to handle certain kids just because. Yeah. There are some kids that are using you for their identity, right? To help them look like a certain thing that they want to be seen as. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's the tough part, because where your identity then is, or where you find your identity, who you see yourself as, right? It's going to culminate, and all of your decisions after that are going to rest in that.
And when it happened, and then I fell into the wrong people, because I used to hang out with my friends at my elementary school, and then they started hanging out with other kids that were worse and and then I felt started to use more vulgar things to people, being mean, started to say inappropriate things that didn't need to be said.
Yeah.
And I just did that often, and then I just had a day where I was like, wait. And I stopped, and I felt like every time I did that, I fell farther and farther and farther away from Christ. And then I just thought, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I need to stop this. But they keep pressuring me to do this, say this, don't do that, don't be don't be a good person or something.
Yeah.
Don't
dude,
call them this.
Yeah.
Be vulgar.
It's rough.
Yeah. And Cameron calls me out for it.
Yeah.
Because
good.
He's stop cursing, stop doing all this. And I'm like, okay.
Big
but
brother.
I do slip.
Listening to his big brother.
I do slip up sometimes.
I'll give you credit for that one, Cam. I know other things you've told him that aren't but I'll give you credit for that one.
That aren't as useful.
Yeah. No, and we'll talk about that more a little bit later. But yeah. So it brings up when we start really focusing or talking about where we find our identity and the importance of that. We at least have really good conversations about this, or we can talk about things that are happening at school, happening in our lives, and talk about different ways that we can help with that. Yeah. So watch the sermon when it's posted today. Read Trisha's article when it's posted up today. It's real good. And you'll learn a lot. And it's really going to help you think through and process through your identity in God and understanding why that's important. Because, if there's one thing that I've ever been made fun of, it's like, oh, I don't find my identity in this. It's because I find my identity in Jesus. Because people don't have a hard time understanding that. And I think Trisha puts it really well into words that you can grasp. So,
yeah, and I used to hang out with atheist people, and they're telling me all about stuff's not real,
oh my gosh, dude, and that's so frustrating. That's a whole other topic.
And then
we'll get there in a sec. Yeah.
I kind of started believing that, and I'm like, wait, and then I stopped.
Such a depressing worldview to see things like that. So, but anyway, so we gotta wrap up real quick. Stuff real quick. So I'm real sorry we had to cut this one short today, short at a half hour. But a couple quick announcements real quick. Don't forget to join in the Bible reading challenge. We're reading together the Bible in a year. Go to theriversm.com/Bible challenge and you'll find our reading plan there. We're on week 1, just started on Sunday, so you have plenty of time to catch up. I'm a few chapters in. Have you started yet?
No. I'll start.
It's okay. No, it's okay. I read the opening psalm, so tonight I got to finish the Old Testament, and then I'll probably get through the New Testament and closing psalms tomorrow. It really doesn't take that long. The Psalms, I read it real quick in 5 minutes this morning, and then the Old Testament chapters will take 20 minutes. Yeah, 20, maybe 30. And when you're reading for school, it takes way more time than that. And this is you reading for reading your Bible to get to know God better. So. So do that. Then next Monday or this coming Monday is VBS. So if you want to help out and you haven't signed up, sign up for VBS. 3 days away. So you really have to sign up ASAP. And we love your help. I need help in Camp Natomas. So when you sign up, just check the box for Camp Natomas. So that's where you want to help out at. But Trish needs help in preschool. So if you're like, I don't want to be with the 4th, 5th, and 6th graders, I want to help with the little ones. She needs help with preschool. She needs help with kindergarten. And help with, what was the other? I can't remember I'm sorry, Trish. I can't remember the other area you said you need help at. No, I think we're set up with a media team. I think we're good with that. Oh. But then, so last announcement today, this coming Wednesday.
5 days?
5 days.
6 days.
Something like that. Anyways, Wednesday, we're going to Wake Island just to take a break from VBS, all that kind of stuff. And we're going to go and just chill and buy their passes to go on the aqua park and the hamster wheel and the zip line and whatever they've got now. Yeah, they do it. They got everything there now. So, so that's it. We love you. Fun life. Worst ending ever. All right. Done.
Worst ending ever.